Hello, my name is Kevin Besnoy and I will be your professor for SPE 587, addressing the needs and talents of all students in the regular classroom. I'm excited to teach this course and believe that we will all learn a great deal. The purpose of this short video is to provide y'all with a brief introduction about myself and give an overview of this course. As I review the class roster, I realize that I am new to some of y'all, but there are a few that I've had in class before. This is the start of my second year at the University of Alabama. However, I was a professor at Northern Kentucky University for the previous 5 years and a classroom teacher since 1998. I received my bachelor's degree and my master's degree from the University of Alabama and my PhD in curriculum, instruction, and special education with an emphasis in gifted education from the University of Southern Mississippi. This past fall, I officially began my position at the capstone as an assistant professor of gifted and talented education. I'm excited to be back to Tuscaloosa for two reasons. First, my educational philosophy has been greatly influenced by the lessons that I learned here at the capstone, and I find it rewarding to be able to repay the institution for all that it has given me. The second reason for my excitement is that I will be able to make better use of my season football tickets that my wife and I have had for the past 12 years. This past football season was great and we thoroughly enjoyed being able to go to the games. Now, for an overview of this course. SPE 587 will outline instructional and managerial techniques that can be used in the grade level or heterogeneous classroom to address individual learning needs, styles, strengths, preferences of all students. Emphasis will be placed on differentiation strategies to improve student achievement through the use of large group, individual, and small group instructional practices. A study of current and promising practices, as well as relevant research, will be presented. This course will provide students with a research-based set of strategies that can be used to improve their ability to work with special education, gifted education, and compensatory education, and culturally diverse gifted students in the regular classroom. Additionally, this course will prepare educators of the gifted to work with regular classroom teachers to expand opportunities for students with gifts and talents in the general classroom. Finally, the instructor will adapt course requirements and assignments to address the particular needs of the students enrolled. Given the shortness of the course, I have streamlined class readings and assignments. The class will move fast, and I do have high standards. The readings will come from four sources. First, the textbook titled Making Differentiation a Habit, How to Ensure Success in Academically Diverse Classrooms in Grades 3 through 12 by Diane Hecox. In my experiences, this textbook is the most practical in helping practicing teachers to digest the topic of differentiation. The second set of texts is written by Laura Westphal, titled Differentiating Instruction with Menus. This is a very hands-on book and that has instructional strategies that can be easily implemented into your classroom. I promise that if you read these texts and apply the ideas to your classroom or teaching situation, you will become adept at differentiating your classroom instruction to meet the needs of all learners. The third set of readings will come from professional journal articles and web resources. As classroom teachers, it is important that we implement empirically sound practices. Thus, these readings will introduce you to the theory behind differentiated instruction. The final set of readings will be of your own choosing. In order to complete all the requirements for this course, you will have to write a literature review on differentiation. More details about this assignment will appear in a following video. However, you will have to conduct a review of literature. In addition to the readings and research paper, there are two other aspects of this course. One is class participation. I will post discussion questions that pertain to readings and class lectures. The goal of this is to spark discussion. From my experience in teaching other online classes, this aspect is the most tedious for students and professors. Thus, rather than requiring a minimum number of responses or length, I am leaving it up to you to respond. There are not a lot of us in this course. I think at the time of this video there are only 10 who have registered, so I'm not going to ask you to respond in a superficial manner. However, there is a class participation rubric that will be posted, so you can follow that. Just know that I expect you to treat this aspect of the class as though it is class discussion. As in class, sometimes there are questions that you do not want to answer. In fact, I've never taught a face-to-face class where every student has answered every single question posed in class. Still, as in a face-to-face class, you want the professor to know that you have attended class, digested the readings, and processed the content to formulate new ideas. The final assignment for this course requires you to create an instructional unit with elements of differentiated teaching and learning. This unit of instruction should be based on a unit of instruction you have already taught. It is expected that you will follow the ideas identified in the Hecox Westphal text, class readings, lectures, and activities. I will be posting a separate video with more detail on this particular assignment in the next couple of days. In the meantime, please take the opportunity to review the course materials. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. If you need, you can contact me on Skype. My screen name is BesnoyK1. I'm always willing to take the time to share information with you or to answer any questions that you might have.